2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome to TPI, the Total Podcast Idiots show, where we talk about everything and anything related to love. Hardwood. I am one of your hosts, Podcast Idiot number 1, Total Podcast Idiot number 1, Robert. That's Total Podcast Idiot number 2, Andrew over there, and Total Podcast Idiot number 3, Chris. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I just, I had to finally got some time away from watching Love Island, so to record that today. And you guys can see my wall and my door over there, and different laptop today. That's all. But yeah, doing pretty well. Dominican's back on top of 3.1.
Oh,
hopefully stays that way for these last 2 games.
you jinxed it, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. The tight race with Vanderbilt, though, man. Ooh.
I must say that your interior design skills are immaculate.
I have art right there.
I don't believe you. I
mean, here, look, right. Oh, no, the light's off.
Just see a lamp.
Listen, the lamp is like right in the way. Okay, but
convenient.
There's art there.
Chris, how you doing?
I've had better Hardwood days, which is fine. But like Andrew said, thankfully we can knock a show out because Love Island's not on Saturdays. So we're able to get something out today. That's why we haven't recorded shows, right? I mean, it's obvious we've just been binge watching reality TV. So I'm glad that we can, get the boys together, have some drinks, and talk some tournament.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Or you guys get back to your Love Island. Sure. Andrew, why don't you tell our guests what we're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, so we're just gonna hit D1 and look at a bunch of the conference races. Probably talk a little bit about the tournament too. We'll probably try to hit D2 and D3 for tournaments, but it sounds from the sorry, I can't think of words. From the sounds of things, it looks like some other people are going to try to do a more D2, D3 focused version of this, which we're all for, right, guys?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. So we're going to try to have it uploaded on the same channel. So then we get all the revenue, of course. Not that we get any revenue. But yeah, I mean, we're excited for that. I'm not sure exactly when it'll start, but I'm really looking forward to that focus just because we haven't been able to focus so much on D2 and D3, and I feel kind of bad for that, just because we've kind of outgrown it, I feel like, and moved on. But it's always good to cover those divisions where the majority of Hardwood is, right?
Yeah. It's a little harsh to say we've outgrown it. Wow.
Not all of us have.
Almost. You're on your way up.
Though. You'll be here soon enough.
Yeah. And speaking of tournaments, we're gonna we're gonna relaunch, I guess, the challenge brackets that it really caught the Hardwood universe by storm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so look forward to that, right?
Yeah. So we talked about the tournament. The tournament field will be generated next Friday morning. And so as soon as that tournament field pops up, I'll be entering the teams on Challenge, and we'll look to publish each one of those brackets. And then hopefully you guys can go in and fill out the brackets for all 3. I know if you're like a D1 only president or whatever, you don't really know a lot about D2, D3, but it's still fun to fill them out and see how you did. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes the people that don't know much still fill out brackets and then get lucky, right? So
yeah.
Just participate, fill out the brackets. It's really fun to go over and see how people do. And I finally figured out how to do proper seating this time. So you'll be able to see the seating correctly. So if you're doing D2 and D3 and you don't know any of the teams, you can at least decide by seeds. So it'll probably be our smoothest rendition of the Challenge tournament yet, which is really exciting because I thought it was a great thing that we did the previous 2 times. So yeah, only onwards and upwards from here.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And Chris, for you, you're the only one of us that has a team in D3 or D2, right?
Yeah.
But you're doing pretty well there, I think, right?
Yeah, I think we'll be, like you said with Dominican, like UCA right now is back on top, which is excellent. I didn't think we were going to promote this year, so that's, we're playing with house money right now. I'm happy to promote. Hopefully we'll make the tournament, and win the whole thing, you know. So we'll see how it goes. The Liberty president, reached out to me the other day to shout out to him, about his matchup that was coming up, and he said he was just happy to play against a YouTube celebrity. So his words, which I told him he was way too kind for, but no, he sent some kind messages and stuff. So shout out him, and hopefully we can win the next 2 games. I'm really excited.
Yeah, good luck there.
Yeah, we'll have to take a peek at your conference when we get to D3, just to take a quick peek at it.
Yeah, it's close. And there's a couple good teams in there that you'll see from the looks of it climbing up hopefully in the next couple of years. So
nice. All right, let's get started with Legends as we do.
And we got a big team last time.
Yeah, right. I mean, Chris and I were talking about how Louisville was up top last time, right?
Yep.
And no longer.
Finally hold off, you know?
Yeah. Who's up top now, though? Typical Team Mississippi.
Exactly what you would expect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Tennessee's only a game back, right? I mean, obviously the point differential is pretty massive there, 433 points. Tennessee's not going to make up point differential, but there are 2 games left and they're 1 game back. So who does Tennessee play tomorrow? Oh, what do you know? They're on the road at Mississippi. So like tomorrow could honestly be a huge day for Tennessee. Tennessee needs to go get that road dub and then let it play out to the final day.
I mean, like you said, the point differential is a big cushion in Mississippi's favor, and Mississippi can obviously clinch it tomorrow. If Tennessee wins, they still aren't the leader, so it's like it still would take a lot for Tennessee to take this title.
The main problem also being that Mississippi's last game of the season is against Evansville.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So it's not likely Tennessee, but like you got to win tomorrow and give yourself a shot.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to give yourself a shot. I don't know. That's an interesting game. It's always cool when number 1 plays number 2, though, right?
Especially with such implications on the line.
Mm-hmm. Any other races really here? I guess technically UCLA and Wake Forest here for demotion.
I mean, technically it's a race because it's still possible, but it's pretty unlikely. UCLA would have to lose 2, Wake Forest win 2, obviously, but then point differential on top of that. I'd say that's pretty unlikely.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just trying to scout out, some future opponents though, a little bit. All right. That's a pretty simple one. Let's move on to 2.1 then. My future conference, my future home. What do we got here? NYU, Richmond, Steve's team.
Yep.
Okay.
Bob are still holding strong,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, Nath, was talking about Butler being able to survive here, and that's interesting. But a lot of people, they've been bought for how long? Like 2-3 seasons now, I want to say.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt a lot in recruiting, right?
Well, I think last year, they brought in 2 5-stars, right? Didn't they? A JUCO and a freshman, or maybe it was just one?
Maybe.
No, maybe I'm crazy. I thought I could have sworn Butler landed a 5.
I think they did kind of recently, but
no, it was a 4-star JUCO guy. I think that's right. Because I think Oregon
Holmes,
maybe.
I think they brought in Hauser. He was a JUCO guy.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of, not 5-star. Okay.
Dude, This team is absolutely screwed next season.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Let's see. I mean, Holmes can carry them, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, an LL2. Yeah.
A 6'2" power forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Putting the team on his back. Yeah, this team is screwed.
Hopefully.
Well,
I guess the question here is how far does Butler fall before somebody wants to scoop them up?
I think somebody does want to scoop them up, right, Andrew?
I think someone does want to, but it sounds like Steve doesn't want to give a LL2 team to anyone, even if they're like an experienced president, which I can understand.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of pressure to like try to continue winning in LL2 with this type of team, like in this type of situation. It's almost forgone next year that they're not gonna, that they're gonna demote. you
Yeah.
know?
I think it's the thing for Butler though that's interesting, and somebody brought this up in the Discord, is that their rebuild is going to be so different than anybody else because obviously they're going to drop like a rock after next year. I think most likely just the way their roster's built, but their prestige with the way that we think that factors into recruiting, that's going to be a huge factor whenever it comes to that rebuild. It's going to be a lot easier for a team like this to rebuild than a team that might have fallen from LL3 or LL4 after a couple of years of no recruiting. So.
That's fair. Yeah. That's true. I mean, their prestige is what, like the highest or second highest in the entire Jesus.
Yeah,
it's like more than double mine.
228.
It's almost triple mine. Yikes. Talking about looking at the promotion race up here actually too. Like Steve's team isn't safe, certainly, right?
No. Especially with that differential there on Florida Gulf Coast,
Yeah.
Not to mention, real quick, NYU and Richmond, right?
Yeah. Right.
So it looked like NYU mostly ran away with the conference, but like they're on a 2-game losing streak.
Ooh, yeah.
So like losing those 2 in a row really opened up the opportunity for Richmond.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously this is LSU. Like every team is good, right? I mean, NYU has to face UTA, who's in 5th place. We talked about UTA being like one of the top teams coming into this season. I feel like.
Yeah.
Cal State Monterey Bay has to go to Butler. St. Mary's is going to Florida Gulf Coast, and NAF is going to try really hard for that. I mean, Richmond has defending national champion Marist coming in. So, I mean, none of these matchups are easy for any of these top 5 teams, I guess, technically, too.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Race.
Pretty surprising, but Bentley has won 5 straight, and then their point differential sits at plus 28. So it looks like they got hot at the right time.
To save themselves,
yeah.
Yeah, wow. But I mean, Rochester is going to face Utah State down here. So
Bentley plays St. Leo, which could save them if they win. They win the game tomorrow. You're probably safe. So I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, definitely. That's true.
A lot of implications on the line here.
See, this is why I don't want to go and play in this conference. This is so much pressure.
Oh, shut up. You literally bragged about it for like 5 minutes beforehand. Oh, guess what conference I'm going to
be in? Yeah, that's true. I did do that.
Yeah, I feel like this next year Andrew's going to be like, oh man, I have to gotta go to Legends. This is crazy. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Who wants to be in Legends? Then I can't get my kids all this development time.
I know.
Oh God, you're ridiculous.
Well, we'll have Butler, who we said isn't going to look great. Vanderbilt looks like they're going to promote too, and they're not in the best situation either, certainly. So
we'll talk about that soon, probably.
Yeah. But I think we're good here. Yep. So let's move on to 2.2. All right.
The Hawkeyes running away right now.
The Hawkeyes, they clinch.
Wow! Congratulations, Iowa. 9-game winning streak too.
So I keep pointing this out, but Iowa, New York, NYU are like run by the same person. So they've got 2 teams at the top of their LL2 conferences. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We've seen it before, right? With somebody with 2 teams in Legend. So this isn't the first time.
Yeah. We've definitely seen it before, but I don't know about like winning LL2.
No, that's
on each side. Yeah. And then the race for the other promotion spots is still kind of tight.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, not by point differential, really. Like, this is kind of spread out.
But with games in hand, and there only being 2 games left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Clark has an outside shot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What do those next matchups look like, though, for those teams?
Let's see. Yeah. North Greenville goes to Crown. Okay, let's go to each.
5-team in turn, yeah.
No, okay, whatever. We'll just do this.
He hates work laptop.
I hate the work laptop. Okay, so Huntington has 2 home games against Lewis and Clark in Western Michigan. And Western Michigan is in 15th, though, here.
Yeah, Lewis and Clark kind of mid-table with a great point differential. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Okay, Clark has to play 2 road games against Washburn and St. Thomas Aquinas.
Both relegation teams.
Okay, both relegation teams here. And then where did they put North Greenville? Here. They have to play 2 road games against Crown and then Georgia Tech.
A lot of road games here. Wow.
Yeah. So Crown here in 10th, Georgia Tech in 6th. Okay. So I mean, Huntington, I don't know. It's interesting schedule. I wouldn't say anyone has like a super big advantage, you know.
Huntington has 2 home games, right? And everybody else has 2 road games.
Yeah, but Huntington plays like Lewis and Clark up here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This will be interesting.
I don't know. Is it bad to say that I don't want Bridger to get promoted? I'm just kidding. I do. Bridger's a good guy. I'm just messing around.
I mean, all these presidents are pretty like active and good, you know. So it'd be any one of them deserves it, I think, you know. Yeah. Wow. Crown here though, Misericordia, Knox. I guess technically A&M and Muhlenberg. What?
Look at Crown and Misericordia's point differential.
Ooh.
I mean, Muhlenberg even here is a -107. A&M is -96. I mean, if you're Misericordia, you're like you're feeling unlucky for sure.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, Misericordia goes to Muhlenberg next. We got A&M against Aquinas. Crown gets Greenville. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, this could definitely change over the next 2 days, I think.
Yeah, it could change very rapidly, especially because Crown's a bot.
Yeah.
At. I realize that we don't really make that joke anymore because we never talk about bots anymore.
Yeah, that's true. We don't. Well, here's our chance. We want down with the bat here.
Down with the bat. We hate bats.
All right.
Chris is lost.
No, you guys do you. I'm chilling.
All right. Go to 3.4 now. We got Michigan Tech somehow.
Hey.
Tied for first with Valpo.
And they're ranked.
Yeah, 25th. Yeah, I saw that. They just beat Valpo today at Valpo.
Oh man, that's huge.
Look at that Ball State score.
Oh my God. Well,
I couldn't help but notice it.
Well, look at Florida International's record.
Minus 1369 in conference.
Oh my God.
That's
oh my God.
Wow.
I've never seen something like
that. I feel bad to say this, but I hope they get blown out again so they can then give up 100 points a game in conference.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like they're so close. 99.8. That's so close.
Yikes.
Is that an absent president or somebody taking over for a late situation?
No, it's not. Well, he's only been around for like 2 weeks. He's only been around for 2 weeks.
Okay, well, yeah, so it's probably a situation that, you know, he's not responsible for at all. So start on July 4th. There you go.
Who's the team he beat? Oh, he beat Messiah.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a bot. I was going to say you should feel really bad about yourself, and then I was going to name the person, but
it's the bat should feel bad about themselves.
Yeah, that bat.
So, I mean, the title definitely in Valpo's favor, but Michigan Tech evening it up in terms of games, in terms of record is pretty big, but they needed to happen again, one of these 2 games.
They lost to Valpo 103-35 at home.
Who did?
Florida International. I can't get over it.
I mean, they're bad.
I can't get over it. They lost 103-35.
Michigan Tech has the number 3 team tomorrow, which is they play them at home. But then you have Valparaiso playing Miami, who's the team who's last, who's not relegating. So like those are 2 really big matchups for multiple implications.
Yeah, definitely. Because Methodist definitely wants to win because they could even enter into the title race if things break right. Yeah,
this one's not over, not even close. So
Miami wants to. It's really close between them and Ball State here.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a close one.
Yeah.
Also, like Methodist could have things turn for them and possibly compete for second or first, or they could be bumped out of promotion zone pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
those are like the worst.
See, don't play in LL3, guys. Just stay in LL4 or 5, 6. You know, you're good. You're good.
You know, Ball State having Cincinnati tomorrow too. Like Cincinnati's not safe from demotion. Like realistically, it's close for a lot of these teams.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, North Alabama, just because like that low point differential,
yeah,
they're technically not even safe.
If they lose 2 games, their next 2 games, they could be effed.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, we've seen worse things happen. You know, Cincinnati's on a 6-game or a 3-game losing streak here. I mean, that's kind of the only big streak. I mean, North Alabama's on a 2-game winning streak, I guess, but I don't know, man. You can't feel safe. You
can't.
Well, yeah, tough to break it down, but all these teams, they got to try their hardest tomorrow for sure.
Ball State could get demoted with a point differential of plus 433 or greater on the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's brutal hours. And then Florida International's just down there with minus 1662. I can't get over that.
Well, but see, that's the thing. Like, a lot of this point differential is literally just from like today, right?
Yeah.
So, like that's
yeah.
Yeah.
Ball State was probably way out of the picture.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, they were so positive coming into today, but not this close to Miami.
Yeah, that's a 74-point win.
Yeah, they turned up that they're running the game a little quicker yet today. They're getting their guys going, getting as many shots as they can. I think you got to do that when you play Florida International. So
yeah, I mean that's a good strategy. When you were in this type of situation, for sure. Yeah.
It's like when Cardale went to the Children's Cancer Kids Hospital or whatever and beat the kid like 93-30. And then he corrected the reporter. No, it was 96-30 or something like that.
That was literally like the Chappelle Show skit come to life.
Yeah. Oh, we got a big matchup tomorrow. It's Southern Indiana and Florida International.
Let's go. Come on, Panthers. This is your time to get a win.
Yikes. Oh, man.
I think Florida International's the Panthers. I actually don't remember. I think
they are, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. Let's see what's up.
All right. 3.3. It looks like IUP. It's not like over, but it took a lot for Damon to like come back and win. Although Damon plays 2-26 Houston, so
they can get that point differential.
It's a good start. Yeah, I mean they're close in point differential, but yeah, they need to win 2. Yeah. IUPUI needs to lose 2.
I mean, you just gotta win by 74. Oh, Texas Pan Am. This conference has its own version.
Oh my god!
Of a Florida International.
It's like worse by they haven't won 1 game, but they haven't had as a bad point differential.
Yeah,
38 man in that streak. Oof, L38. That's brutal.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I mean, I know this game is like not the easiest sometimes, but yeah, okay.
The guy signed up on June 27th and hasn't logged in since.
Oh man.
They have 1 scholarship player. So.
Oh, good. So I don't feel bad about making fun of them. Good.
No, yeah, I don't care.
Promotion would be interesting if it was the game differential wasn't like already 2 games, because look at that point differential.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, because it's 2 games, like Augsburg needs to win 2 and Toledo needs to lose 2. So B Smalls may not quit.
B Smalls is consistently good content on the Discord, right? It's either the Discord or the forums. I don't remember, but he's
Discord.
Funny stuff.
I mean, every other day there's a I'm gonna quit. All right. Yeah, I mean this conference is actually kind of settled for the most part. I mean, all right, look, I mean the point differentials are so close here, but the game differentials are same with here. But now the point differentials aren't too close, but then the games are close. What the hell?
Yeah, that's a weird one at the bottom there.
Yeah, Webster and Gardner Webb, huh? Okay. I don't know. You're fighting for your life in either case. Webster has to face Franklin and Marshall, who's pretty good. And Gardner Webb, though, gets Villanova, who's also kind of good.
Yeah. I'm going to be checking for the next 2 days to see if Texas Pan-Am gets a win. Or if they go 0-40.
What do you think the odds are that they get a win?
I would put it less than 2%.
So they play Oklahoma next. But Oklahoma's, not great, but they're certainly better than Texas Pan-Am.
Yeah.
And then who do they play last? Toledo.
Toledo. Oh, team. Okay. If Toledo loses to Texas Pan-Am, B-Smalls might quit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Maybe if they lose and one of them is to Texas Pan-Am and one of them would be Texas Pan-Am. Yeah, we might see that.
Look at that RPI.
And if it costs them promotion, oh my gosh.
Your RPI should be 0 if you don't have like a win on the season. You shouldn't even register an RPI. You should be disqualified. There should be a minimum number of wins required. It's like 1.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on to 2.2 or 3.2. I mean. So Marquette's run away with it. They clinched it a while ago, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no up at the top 3. There's no anything here besides place. So everybody clinched it.
Wow, congrats to Holocron and biggest Marquette fan. And then who's Morehead State's president? Chunky.
Gosh.
You laugh at Chunky, but you have a lemon pepper.
I do have a lemon pepper. I signed up for that account right when that song dropped. That for Drake's, it was on. I'll just name it this. It's fine.
Even demotion is already like settled actually.
There you go. Cal State LA staying up. That's big for them.
Yeah, that's big for them.
Congrats to San Diego for staying up.
Yeah,
he's risen through the ranks with us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Hardin Simmons bouncing back. Is staying in LO3 again. Yeah, nice. Okay. All right. So Fury's gonna demote though. Wow, to LO4. When's the last time Fury was in LO4?
I don't know. When was it?
Let's look. I don't know. Oh, okay, 2016. Not that long ago, I guess.
So it looks like he had like a golden age there. They shot up pretty quick for a couple of years, and now they're coming back. He'll be back up sooner than later, I think.
Yeah, I feel like they always.
It's like
happens. Yeah.
It's cosine.
Yeah. All right, and now to 3.1, we see the tight race.
Oh God, I should have known this one was coming.
Between Dominican and Vanderbilt.
All right, I'm gonna sit this one out, guys.
Okay. Dominican, we play Simon Fraser, and then I honestly don't know who I play in the last game of the season.
I'll tell you, sir.
All right. Yeah, tell me.
You play Yale at home.
Yale.
I can't believe you didn't know that, Andrew. I feel like you probably have like a 50.
He knew it. He's just trying to seem like he's all nonchalant because he's up top. I don't even know who I play.
I've looked at it, but I don't remember like right now.
Andrew's who in the game, so now it's just all it's all vibes. It's all vibes.
It's all vibes.
Who is Yale's top SI player?
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you do.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Sorry. Warning. This is not a children's podcast.
It never has been. I just click. No, it's not.
Okay.
For kids. I don't know who Rob Gambino is.
Oh, he's the brother of Childish.
I think this team's best player. Like I know they start Harley at center and Guillory at their power forward. I guess Gambino starts at point guard.
I guess.
Herman, I think, is their shooting guard, and Stoll is their small forward. I don't know. Like when I look at this team, I'm like,
Where are the freshmen on this team, man?
Non-existent.
Steve Skelton, that's it. He's coming in.
Yep.
To be fair, Garrett Buchanan's not the worst walk-on you could ever have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty
probably not for LL3, but I mean, he could get some time in LL5 and LL6 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bucks are up 6 with 2 minutes to go.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll update you.
Vanderbilt, I know, plays like Pace and someone else.
That's tough for them. Yeah, they got much harder matchup, it seems like.
Rhode Island, and both on the road. Yeah. Well, Rhode Island is like not a great team, but they're actually really similarly built to Vanderbilt because they both run like 4 deep.
How is Vanderbilt?
Go ahead.
How is Vanderbilt in second with a plus 111 point differential? Are they just winning close games constantly?
They just have
They got super hot, and I don't know. They haven't been winning like super close. I mean, 4, 9, 13, 17.
You got to shout out Temple too for beating them today. That I know that made.
Yeah, thank you, El Jefe, for helping me out. I needed that after I lost to them. Yeah.
El Jefe beats Vandy, calls the Ollie man commitment. The man can't be stopped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ollie man committed today. What the heck?
He lost to Yale by it was like 87-64 or 87-47 or something. It was some wild score. 84-47 up here.
Oh yeah,
against Yale.
Andrew, you're in trouble. If Yale's ending Vanderbilt's dream, you know what that means for you tomorrow.
And we'll see.
We're gonna pray to the Hardwood gods.
In terms of promotion, we got like a pretty large race because I mean Temple is not out of it. It's gonna take a lot though, and Cal Baptist definitely isn't safe though. I mean Cal here has the best point differential out of the 5 teams here.
It's a 3-point differential difference to number 4. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm like game planning for hours and stressing over myself. That sounds awful.
Yeah. Trust me, it is. I've done it.
Cal Baptist gets Bama too, who Bama's demoting, but Bama is a team that has an experienced president who definitely knows how to match up well with teams. So I think that's kind of scary for them.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but Francis Marion gets Portland, Richard Love in Portland.
Yeah. It's a pretty competitive conference given the fact that like the last spot before demotion is only 5 games back of the leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And Gonzaga's getting everybody free wins.
That's a pretty wide margin.
Yeah, I mean Gonzaga definitely
narrow margin
struggled a lot this season.
Yeah,
I mean not to the same extent that we saw earlier in some other teams.
Yeah, this feels more like an outlier than like we've seen with some of those other ones. So.
Yeah, but it's been a pretty tough conference because like I've lost to Rhode Island. I think Arizona State's pretty good. I lost to Alabama. Definitely feel lucky to be on top here right now at this point, and hopefully at the end.
Fingers crossed, man.
Yeah,
but have you at least? You've semi-clinched promotion. I mean, you're in a pretty good spot for promotion in general.
I would think I pretty much have.
You'd have to lose by like 150 over your next 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chilling.
All right. Let's move on.
Congrats on that at the very minimum.
Thanks for promotion. Yeah. I want the title though, of course,
Yeah, of course.
Don't take it away from me, Hardwood gods.
They're gonna humble you. This podcast is at the wrong time.
Oh crap. All right. 4.1 here. We got Georgetown and Minnesota State fighting it out. Ooh, this is
damn.
Look at these points. These are high.
There's 3 good teams in this conference, and everybody else is like a notch down.
Yeah. I mean, all 3 have clinched promotion.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, we don't talk about promotion, just potentially the race, but then you've got a much closer demotion race. I feel like.
You've
got what 5? Is that 5 teams that realistically, maybe even more than that? Yeah, 5. No, it's
5.
I mean, realistically, it's 4, but yeah, Mississippi State's not safe.
Yeah, they should feel good, but not comfortable. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, USC technically could find a way because. I mean, they're tied with Shepherd. It's a point differential problem, but Shepherd and Dartmouth both lose tomorrow and USC wins.
Yeah, let's see what those games look like for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and it's like out of the 5 teams, 3 are going to be safe. So it's kind of like it's a good chance still that you would be safe then, right?
Yeah. So USC goes to Harvard tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an unfavorable matchup for them.
What about Dartmouth has
South Dakota State?
That one's not great for them.
Yeah.
Shepherd has Air Force, which is advantageous for them. Yeah.
Bemidji gets Northeastern State, which is not great for them.
And
it's at
then
home.
Mississippi State.
It's against Fresno State. Yikes.
Yeah.
This is great for them.
So like they're in the best, and then I think Dartmouth is probably in the worst situation for tomorrow at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the teams that need action above them are like have the worst matchups, and the teams that are above have the best matchups. So
I think the
really
most interesting
spot.
matchup tomorrow, Georgetown goes to Minnesota State tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. Oh, so Minnesota State has the point differential advantage. They're home tomorrow to Georgetown, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oof, that could be a title clincher tomorrow.
That could be, the difference basically, yeah. Wow. Well, okay. That'll be interesting.
And Minnesota State's on a 13-game winning streak to jump into this position.
Yeah, I mean, they're that team that I think they still have Deion Joyner. I think he's a senior. Remember Deion Joyner, Rob?
Yeah.
And yeah, here he is. And then they got, the 2 7-footers, 6'10" guy here.
Yeah, they got some size.
Yeah. Sydney Benner, who I kind of almost recruited at one point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to recruit like you. They're deep with size.
Yeah. I mean, Krieger, I know he's put Krieger at like point guard some minutes too, which is just funny. 6'10" and a half point guard.
Hell yeah. Kingsville and me loves to see it.
All right. Let's move on to 4.2 then.
Bucks are choking.
Oh.
Giannis to foul line anytime. That's just a bad situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4.2. It's between Crookston and Lipscomb. Rob, do you want to talk about this? This is your conference.
This is my conference. I was like, wait, this is my conference?
Is it? Oh.
Well, Crookston whooped my ass today, I'm pretty sure. It was either today or yesterday. Must have been yesterday.
I guess yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. But they're really good. But I mean, from what I remember over the course of the season, Lipscomb and Crookston were the two teams that I had the most trouble trying to figure out what kind of adjustments I can make. Obviously, my team is really short rotation wise, so there's not a whole lot I could do regardless. But I thought that they were the two clear and away best teams. Point Loma Nazarene and Augustana are both really good teams as well. But I thought Lipscomb and Crookston, from like an advantage or from a game playing standpoint, were the two teams that were probably the most difficult. So I'm excited in the fact that they are sitting where I think they deserve to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really sucks for Augustana and Point Loma Nazarene though, because like they're two really good teams with strong point differentials, and only one of them is going to get promoted, which sucks for me next year, obviously. But so let's just peek at, so Point Loma has Clayton State at home. Clayton State's in demotion. So that's a good matchup for them. And then Augustana goes to Coker, who's one of the worst teams in the conference. So both of those teams are likely to win tomorrow, which means it's going to come down to the final game of the season.
Wow, Coker's one of the worst teams in the conference. I remember I had so much trouble game planning for them a couple seasons ago.
I remember, yeah. Coker just had one of those, you know how you have an influx of talent and then they graduate kind of thing. That's just what they're going through.
Yeah. No,
so
I feel that.
Yeah. But particularly interesting is the demotion race, right? Between Syracuse, Oregon, and Columbus State. So it seems like Columbus State's probably in a good spot considering they have a positive point differential and they're in an advantage in terms of games.
Mm-hmm.
But Oregon and Syracuse, like, who knows? It could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon has to go to Kansas. And, Kansas isn't having the best year, certainly, but I think they still have some talent.
They're pretty talented for where they're sitting in the conference. Like, I remember when I was looking at them in terms of matchup, I was like, wait, this team's sitting, like, towards the bottom?
Yeah, right. I remember last season having to game plan for them like that, too, yeah.
They have a 161 SI center, Randall Tyson, who's 6'9", and he's just like a whole world of pain.
Mm-hmm.
I remember him being the most difficult to deal with.
And Syracuse has to go to Loyola Marymount, who is, they're pretty good. I don't remember. I played them before, but I don't remember much about their current team. But obviously they're having an okay year.
Yeah, mid-table kind of. Syracuse unlucky here. It looks like 8 losses in a row, which, if you think about that with where they are, that's just brutal. So
yeah,
I think I'm honestly surprised Syracuse wasn't already demoting. So I mean, I don't know. I say that because I was the president of Syracuse for like a month and a half, and then I decided against it. But they didn't have a lot of upperclassmen talent, I think, on the team left. So if they somehow stay up, that's really impressive.
Right. I mean, Clayton State's not completely out of it. They have a positive point differential here.
There you go.
But what's happening?
I said +1.
Yeah.
I love that. It's almost better than 0. It's close.
I really want someone to finish on 0 to end the season.
I did one year.
Who did?
I did. My teams did. I was looking back at my history, and
you finished at +0.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was quite an accomplishment for my 7th place team.
We should have like this little mini trophy where if you finish +0 on the season, we'll like ship it to you, and then you could ship it on to the next guy.
Yeah, Steve needs to put one in the game at very minimum. You know, like when the little awards thing, it's like 0 point differential right on the dot.
Perfectly average.
Yeah. Perfectly.
We should come up with like some comical set of awards at the end of a season and just pick like the funniest situations. Like,
yeah, sure.
What I'm basically saying is another way to dunk on Pittsburgh Johnstown. So.
Oh gosh.
I was going to say you could make fun of that 0-40 team a little more in Division I potentially. So that's another one that might get. I already forgot who they were, which I feel bad about.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I thought I was going to demote. I didn't demote, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought you were going to demote too. Speaking of demotion, one of us demoted.
Smooth transition there.
Let's all, have a moment of silence for Cal State Fullerton.
Should I play the Titanic music?
That's too happy, honestly. Pour one out for me, man. It's bad, but it'll get better. It is what it is. So
should I actually pour some out on my desk?
Yeah, right on your keyboard.
Oh shit.
Okay, I
thought it was empty.
That was a lot for thinking that was it.
That's how much I'm sad that you got demoted. Because now I can't match up with you next season.
I'll say right now, that's what happens whenever when you have a team that doesn't recruit for like 3 seasons or whatever it ended up being. So
that's right. Yeah, that's when you took over, and then things are turning around. But we knew it was not going to be easy to stay up, but we had some hope, and just didn't work out.
I think if I remember correctly, you're the first demotion of this group.
That's brutal. I was the first demotion of this group like 2 seasons ago.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
That's true.
We did also win the conference title, though, I think, with Fullerton the first year I had him, which I didn't do anything for, but Brant Jordan led us to that. So
yeah, that's pretty monstrous.
Oh, good old Brant Jordan.
Elite 8. We had an Elite 8 my first year.
Oh, man.
But that felt good. That was cool.
You won the championship.
I know, but I'm saying that was worth the bad times. So, we'll be back up sooner than later, I think. So.
Yeah, you're the first one to go on a national tournament run out of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick update. Milwaukee beat Phoenix.
Yep.
Oh.
So they're going home for game 6.
Okay.
That's gonna feel so bad if you're Phoenix. Having a 2-0 lead now, that's rough. Chris Paul's just cursed. He's never gonna get one.
Oh, yeah.
He's just never mind. No comments.
I know 2/3 of this podcast is not pro Chris Paul. So
not even for a second.
I'm okay with him.
That's why it's 2/3.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Gotcha. He led one of my fantasy basketball teams to a championship. Him and Tyson Chandler.
I don't care.
How many people did he punch in the balls that year?
I have no idea.
They have to out of the stat, and you're gonna have to pick him up again.
He was young. He was young back then.
Devin Booker scored 40, and they took the L.
Oh wow.
Giannis had what, like 35, 34?
So I know this is not what we do on this podcast. Giannis had 32, Middleton had 29, and Drew Holiday had 27 and 13 assists.
Ooh.
He's literally been the difference for them this series. Like when he actually shows up, like their entire offensive game is different. Okay, moving on.
Drew Holiday was better than Eric Bledsoe.
Wild. That's pretty wild. I don't even think Bledsoe's in the league anymore, is he?
No, probably somewhere.
Oh yeah, I would think somewhere.
Okay.
I thought Bledsoe was the one that went to China and then sent out the social media tweet saying like Chinese girls really got cake and then got banned from China.
Was Ty Lawson.
Oh, that's Ty Lawson. Yes.
Yeah. Eric Bledsoe was the one who was in Phoenix and then was like, "Please get me out of here."
Yeah, please get me out of here.
I was at a hair salon with my girlfriend, which, by the way, is a phenomenal save. So. But yeah, I will say, obviously Fullerton not in the best situation here, but Asheville looks pretty good. I think It's unfortunate, Andrew, for CNR, but I wouldn't even say you probably feel safe right now, right? As far as even.
I don't. I mean, I don't feel safe. I mean, it's looking okay, but I haven't like purposely tanked, but we've definitely like played really poorly down the stretch here. Yeah,
I think you're
I'm
fine.
not too proud.
I
Yeah,
don't remember.
mean,
Florida Tech isn't that scary, to be honest. Like they've had a good season and all. They're not that scary. Mayaguez,
agreed.
though.
Mayaguez, yeah,
He knows he knows what he's doing, obviously.
yeah. I don't like playing them.
It was tough as hell to match up with him every time.
I mean, he blew me out by 40 when I went to their place, and then I still lost by like 10 when I hosted them. So
yeah, he's a problem.
It's not a good matchup for me.
Somehow we beat them the first game, and I have no idea. But they returned the favor today. So.
Oh yeah, you beat him 81-74.
Yeah.
Mayaguez might be one of those sleepers for me in the tournament challenge.
Okay. Calling right now.
I shouldn't be giving away my tips.
Let's see if they make the tournament first.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure
I think they're in a pretty good spot. If I remember,
they're out right now.
Oh, I remember them being on the bottom line of N. Oh, okay.
I mean, Rochelle.
Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly.
So, like, if Mayaguez catches Rochelle, then they could definitely shoot up a lot more, right? Because I mean, Rochelle's up here.
I think you guys have a pretty stark RPI difference, though. You're sitting at 609 and he's at 569.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be his limiter there.
Yeah. For demotion outside of Fullerton, right? We have Columbia, though. Cal Poly, still not safe. I mean,
disgusted.
So, I mean, there's still a shot for Fullerton. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great.
Yeah. The one saving grace is we play Columbia tomorrow. We play Columbia Monday. But, I mean, we play Oswego tomorrow, which I don't know. That's probably not going to go in my favor. I think Columbia's probably got the better chance here, but Cal Poly feels safe. I think Cal Poly feels safe.
I don't know. Cal Poly goes up against me on Monday, and we're going to lay the beat down.
I hope so, man. I hope you clinch promotion or even clinch the title and just destroy them by a million. So
shout out to Brockport sitting in fifth with a negative 15-point differential.
Wow, that's crazy.
The 17 games you showed up to get W's, you won by single digits. The 11 games you didn't, you must have gotten murdered. Like
Ryan Grizzlies, man, they're getting it done with it.
I wonder if in the history of this game, a team has ever promoted with a negative point differential.
Ooh, good question.
I don't see it being likely, but I'm sure it's possible.
It's probably possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat me by 1 today. So that's part of it.
There you go. That's part of their. You're feeding into it.
Yeah, we did. All right. Let's move on to 4.4.
Yeah.
All right. We got Geneseo ran away with it a long time ago, like a week ago.
You started pronouncing it correctly.
Maybe, I don't know. I still don't know.
Geneseo.
I'm probably gonna mess it up if I try again. So
Geneseo.
All right. I mean, they clinched this. Yeah, like probably not clinched a week ago, but
I don't know. 11 games is pretty impressive. They've been feeling good about this for a while, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Franklin over Jacksonville State right now.
Geneseo has also played 8 more away games than they have home games.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's impressive. Good thing for their tournament resume for sure.
Yeah.
Demotion, we got Howard Payne in Colorado, it looks like mainly.
You just said that like you belong on Love Island. Colorado?
I did not say it. Like, I don't know what that means. Well, listen, I'm gonna send in my application to Love Island, and I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks. Okay.
This is gonna turn into a full-time Love Island podcast where we just talk about your performance on the show.
I can only hope so.
I'd be so bad. I just wouldn't last very long. I'm not that type.
You'd be like, okay, I hear you, but here's why you're wrong.
They're gonna be like, "What's the sexiest thing you've done?" And Andrew's gonna be like, "Let me show you my Hofmeister video."
Yeah. Oh man. All right. I don't know. I mean, we got Colorado going to High Point And Howard Payne hosts LaSalle. Okay. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of close. We'll see.
More-ish matchups, yeah. I think that's just going to be one we have to watch to see how it plays out.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to 4.5. We got Creighton. Oh, man, Creighton bouncing back. Look at them. Leading this conference ahead of College of Charleston and St. Joe's. LSU down here. They're not promoting, though. Oh, look, Rob, here's a 0 point.
Let's go. Can you just tie the next 2 games?
Well, they could just lose the same amount they win.
I want ties.
I don't
lose by 5 and win by 5. Please, Central College, please.
Oh, look, we got an 0-38. This is like the perfect
conference.
Oh,
my God. This is the best conference ever. We just need a plus 69 point differential, and I would love it. Like, this is great.
Yeah, that would be nice. Damn. Wow. I mean, Boise State, they're a positive point differential, and they're still like in it. So
that's because everybody's destroying Penn State Harrisburg.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the story here. I mean, Creighton is gonna go. I can't see them. Oh, go to Wichita State. College of Charleston hosts Ripon. St. Joe's hosts Central College. Oh, I mean, Rod, Central College is going to go to St. Joe's. I don't know.
Okay, but what's their last game? Hold on, I'm gonna look.
Okay. And Boise State, though, is going to go to Wisconsin Green Bay.
They're on the road at St. Joseph's and Boise State. How good is Boise State?
They're the 11th place team.
Okay, so the plus 0 hope is alive.
All right, yeah.
Don't fail me, Central. President Echo Bravo.
Oh, I like that name. That's cool.
That's an order.
Roger.
All right,
let's move on. 4.6. Northern Kentucky clinched it a while ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Why can't I get leads like that, you guys?
Hey, real quick before can we please look at the Argentinian that's on Salisbury just for 1 second?
Sure.
I forgot about him until now. I know
Salisbury.
Argentinian. Oh, this is Reyna. Yeah.
Kike Reyna, yeah.
Look at that. Good God. That's 182 true sophomore. Oh my gosh.
Andrew's making a mess in his pants right now, thinking about what Hoffmeister's going to be.
Hey man, Hoffmeister he's at 15.5. This is going to be his freshman year, baby.
Exactly.
With my 19 dev coach. Pick. Let's go.
I like how you went and looked at Salisbury's coach.
I did check whether my data was good or not, Promotion race between Fordham and Colby. This is surprising a little bit because Fordham is like kind of a newish president, so it'd be good to see them move up. But the pressures of LO3. I mean, Chris can speak to this. For a new president, it's not easy.
It's not fun. Yeah. And I don't know about Fordham's situation. I know they kind of changed hands a couple times recently. But I mean, I had my first year in LO3, I had a couple very good players, and it was hard to just stay up at all. So I think maybe it's if you promote, great, but I would probably expect some harder times in the future. So
yeah. And then look at this race for not even demotion, just like the mid-table. They're just all tied.
It's just a glut of teams.
And then like Northwestern here, and even Rice, although Rice is going to demote, but Rice has a positive point differential.
Yeah,
but then Northwestern is still kind of an outside shot to catch this bot.
And then St. Thomas, we love it.
Yeah. Oh, and then St. Thomas, Ralph Banning, and he's redshirting. So
St. Thomas, who scored 28 points in a game today.
Listen, they don't have Ralph Banning.
They scored 28 points in a game today.
Okay, but let's look at how much Ralph Banning. Let's look at.
They scored 11 points in the second half.
Oh my gosh, 209.
They have a 209 SI sophomore.
He's probably going to be like 225 end of his actual redshirt sophomore season.
Probably, yeah.
Holy shit! This is going to be Hoff.
I think that's probably one of the better comparisons. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna say, I think it was funny earlier in Discord when you were like, Josiah Alfred's the best player NOS have ever had. As you just looked at your recruiting list and you're like, yeah, give it like a year.
I mean, like until Hoff is like a sophomore or something.
Yeah,
like,
sophomore. Yeah, it's sophomore. Hoff is going to out SI Alfred by the time Alfred graduates. Like it's easily. I think.
That's possible. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like Alfred's better than Clevenger, which is saying something because
Alfred's a baller.
Yeah, he is. All right. Second to last conference. El Paso, UTEP has clinched it, but we got a tight race for promotion here for 2 spots. Although Oklahoma Baptist is definitely, not looking great. Although Indianapolis on a 9-game winning streak. Ooh.
Yeah, they really closed that window, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty strong conference. There's some good RPIs here.
Bought Western Oregon too, which isn't the worst matchup in the world.
Yeah, right, for Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Baptist goes to hosts Randolph-Macon. Bradley, who's Bradley play, guys? Oh my God, why am I grabbing that?
So is at
5.
Mm-hmm. So Indianapolis has the best matchup here, right? For tomorrow, at least.
I don't know if I can root for a team named College of St. Scholastica. I just can't. I don't know why.
That's Hodge's team.
Sucks.
And then demotion, right? Yeah, Southern Illinois, Rob's favorite school, College of St. Scholastica, Western Oregon.
That's what I'm saying. I might have to be like a Western Oregon Wolf for a day,
Even Roanoke is like not safe, but okay.
Roanoke sounds much better than College of St. Scholastica.
There's one spot there for 4 teams that's going to go down. So you got to feel pretty good if you're those other teams, but
true.
Western Oregon, you don't want the bot to go up, regardless of Scholasticas and et cetera. So I would say, hopefully Western Oregon.
All right. All right. Last conference for Dio, and then we'll go over. We got a strange race up here.
Everybody.
Oh my God! Look at this race for promotion, though.
I want Alaska, Wilkes, and Hood to lose tomorrow, and I want UAB to lose by 62. No. Actually, no, because then they're the last game of the season they couldn't. No, I want them to lose by 30 and then 32, but still promote. I want it.
What about a negative point differential? They could do that. Like
they could.
-1.
But 0 would be so much funnier. 0 would be so much funnier.
The good news here is that Wilkes has a good matchup against Colby Sawyer. Mm-hmm. I know it's on the road, but anytime you can face the 15th team in conference, although it's stupid to say, this conference is really weirdly averaged. I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels like there's not. We've seen some of these other teams where they're just blowing teams out of the water, or even there's 3 or 4 teams that are good. I mean, 1 through 10, there's not a lot separating them. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but Western Kentucky goes to Florida Atlantic tomorrow. So
okay, that feels nice then, yeah.
Minnesota's in 9th, and they're plus 138 point differential. So this is a weird ass conference.
Good 6th with -22.
The only bot team in this conference, my former baby.
No, the UAB's bot. UAB's bot.
Oh, UAB's bot. Yeah.
Look, Rob, Hood could win by get to plus or to 0 as well and promote as well.
I just need Hood to get a 1-point win and a 4-point win and promote. My life will be made.
Wait, why a 1-point win and a 4? That's 16.
That's fine. I just negative.
Or 17.
I've decided negative is funnier than 0.
Negative's okay. Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Negative is better than 0.
Okay.
Or UAB and Hood promote. One's at 0 and the other one's negative.
That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think.
That would be. I might die. I would ascend to a different universe.
All right. So let's see. Before Rob ascends to a different universe, let's try to take a quick look at D2 and D3 tournaments. Just quick peeks. Not that we know anything about any of these teams. What, Chris?
The Biomon, which is not surprising. They've been there literally all year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The thing about D2 and D3 now is just the teams that I recognize.
I know, yeah, there's teams I recognize, but I don't know much about them anymore.
Yeah,
right?
like UH Hilo is like, or Hilo, they were
Yeah.
one of the teams they were a 1 seed last season going in the tournament, if I remember correctly.
For LL3, I think, yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't recognize many of these
I mean,
teams.
I've played against UCF and Wofford. We played against Wofford, remember?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. And then
Jackson
San Francisco.
State, San Francisco,
Christian
Fontbonne,
Brothers. Oh, look, it's Arkansas on the bubble.
Arkansas.
Oh,
Hand them over, Arkansas. I'll take the team. It's okay.
Yeah, just hand them over.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, bet you can take over SUNY Oswego and then hand over Arkansas to my boy here.
I think it works, right?
Bet it works. I mean, he's in D1 at that point, not D2 anymore.
Yeah, if anyone wants Rochelle, maybe it might be opening up soon. I'm not sure.
Johns Hopkins, I know that. Yeah, there you go. Rip was really, whenever I was with Washington, whenever we won the national title, that's the worst flex. Rip beat us twice, I think, in the last like 6 games of the regular season or something crazy. I mean, they're a really good team, but I guess they haven't gotten up to LL4 yet.
Wait, what team?
Sorry, Rose Holman Institute of Technology. Rip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, who the hell?
Yeah.
I was just gonna let him go with it. I was like, hey, I'm too tired for this.
I thought he was saying Wittenberg, but getting cut off each time.
Oh, no. I should have really specified that. Now I realize how insane that sounded. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some teams we've seen. I mean, Michigan State's not having as good of a season as last season, but
we profiled them and we begged them to get out of D3.
They did,
and they did, yeah.
Rio Piedras kind of fell off a bit because they were up here before.
Yeah. Arkansas Monticello was they were LL4, right? Recently.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Georgia, it's interesting down here. UC San Diego, we've talked about before. Long Beach State's on their way up, I feel like.
Nobody likes.
You gonna recruit go there?
What?
Nobody likes lunch. Oh. Go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, I think he lost a recruit to Lees McRae, right?
Yeah, I did. I know. I don't like them.
Wooster, that's just a fun one to say.
Well, yeah. Wooster, yeah.
Montana was really good at one point.
Oh yeah, did you play against them, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, they were
all
good.
Moving on.
Yeah, just trips down memory lane for us, really.
You mentioned like 30 names. I think they should be fine.
Yeah. So we can go over your conference actually first, real quick, at least. Where are you?
We're at 6.13. But yeah, let's look at my conference.
Let's look at 3.1. We're 6.13.
6.13. We're LL.
No, I'm just laughing because it's like 3.1, 3.2, but then I forgot about the wackiness once you get to D3.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yeah. So obviously a lot of bots. You've got teams like Cal State San Bernardino who are doing God knows what, but VCU. I know that they have 2 scholarship guys. I think it's the new owner who's kind of bringing it back from crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Earlham was close for a bit. I actually thought Earlham was going to promote over me to start the season, but we got really lucky because I think Campbell beat Liberty on the road like 2 days ago when Liberty had the same record as me.
No, 2 days ago.
Yeah, Liberty had the same record as me, but I had a better point differential. But that allowed me to control my own destiny now. I mean, as long as I win, because you can see Campbell's got a better point differential than me by 5. So it's close if I, were to lose and then win another game big. But I think right now we've got 2 favorable matchups. We play VCU tomorrow, who, like I said, they've only got 2 scholarship guys. So they're not great. Knock on wood for that. And then I think we ended up with Nicholls State, maybe I want to say. I can't remember who we end up with, but I feel pretty good about it right now, which probably isn't a good thing.
I know, yeah. You can never feel good in Hardwood.
Yeah, it's not good to feel good in Hardwood unless you're like just Mississippi and you're just killing everybody all the time.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then you get injuries in the national tournament, and then you don't win your national tournament. Yeah, no, I think you have a good shot. Yeah, it'd be great because, like you said, you didn't expect to promote this season, so it's like obviously just icing on the cake. And
next season is the big one, and I think you guys have explained to me, like I haven't been in LO5, although I'm about have two teams there next year. It's, I think it's going to be a little more difficult, but it really seems like a lot of that difficulty jump is to LL4. But I'm excited to see what Central Arkansas can do. We've got some good players. We've got some other players that kind of thrive down here against some of those, bigs that weren't very good, things like that. So it'll be an adjustment we have to make, because thankfully we're promoting now no matter what. So
yeah. Well, congrats to your Bears.
Thanks, man. Really excited.
Yeah. And then the rest of this picture, I mean, yeah, this is just going to be more of the same of us like pointing out schools we recognize but don't really know that well. So I think that'll about call it for today's episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he brought the doggy into the picture.
Yeah.
He came into the room, so he's like, please leave me alone.
It's like, don't put me on camera. All right, yeah, I think that's gonna end it for us. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So reminders, challenge brackets coming out this Friday. Hopefully we get this D2 D3 podcast group running, and that'd be really awesome. And like we can all help with that. I can help, or but yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come.
As always, love talking with you boys about Hardwood. Congratulations on all your success.
Yeah, let's see if we can close it and get a couple titles, right?
Yeah, let's hope we get some regular season titles. Let's hope we make some conference tournament runs.
We'll have some champagne on tap. If Andrew and I win, we'll have some champagne on the next one. So
sounds good. All right, fellas. I'll see you next time.
All right, see you guys.
TPI signing out.